In this video, I want to teach you how to improve your online course with simple data analytics. Hold up before you run away because you heard data analytics. There's an adjective in front of that analytics, and that is simple. It's going to be so simple by the time I'm done explaining it and showing you how to do this that you can literally just plug and play. So a lot of people are always very much interested in getting students into their online courses, onboarding learners, but it is very important that you pay attention to how those learners go through your courses and the churn rates or the attribution rates, and eventually the rate of people who finish. And most importantly, it has to become a course that people feel like they underpaid you for. Like, it has to be so good that they would go online on social media by themselves to rave about it. This makes it very easy to take your testimonials. This makes it very easy for you to get new leads every single time, because people want to go where people say things are going well, where it's happening, where it's popping, and you want that place to be your online course. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to achieve that. If you're just seeing me for the first time, my name is Nancy Nonsu. I'm a digital product launch expert, and I teach content and social media marketing for visibility and conversion. So welcome to this video. Please click the subscribe button under this video so that you can be notified every single time I post a new video, which is every week right about now. All right, so let's get into today's video. How can you improve your online course with simple data analytics? Step 1. Host your online course on a platform that analyzes data at the back end. I have seen people host online courses on Google Drives. When you pay, they give you access and all of that. That is not a problem. It's a very cheap way to host your online course, but there's certain limitations with that. You don't know the number of people you eventually onboarded. And even if you do, you have to manually impute that. Details can get mixed up and all of that. So it is not really a great way and a sustainable way of doing things. Some people will send people to a group on WhatsApp and put them there. You don't have the rate at which they'll learn. You don't know the percentage of learning going on weekly, daily. There's a lot of details you don't have. So instead of going through that hardware route, go through the software route. Okay, so go through the soft landing. And how do you necessarily do that? Host your courses on platforms that analyze data at the back end. Examples of such platforms would be Systemi.io, Kajabi, Seller, Teachable, platforms like that, where you can actually host your online course and get the data on the back end. So that way, you actually are in charge of things. You know if there's a student you need to follow up on because they've not started and stuff like that. And you can build your own learning management system. That's also a way to go. But I would say, for your first online course or even the second one, please don't build your own LMS. Use these other ones that are already existing and have been properly managed over a long period of time. Number 2, track some key metrics. Metric number 1 would be, what was your enrollment rate? How many persons actually joined the course? And hopefully it's a course that you give access to everyone on the same day. Let's say you're using a cohort style, so everybody gets access to this course on a particular date. So how many persons did you enroll? Did you onboard? That's a very key metric to track. Number 2, what is the learning rate like? For everyone who joined on the same date, what is the percentage that finishes each module at the time they're supposed to? You can classify them as the fast learners and the slow learners. You need to have this at the back of your hand, because that will inform how you put your modules together, how you structure your live sessions, if there's any, or the Q&A sessions or whatever you're offering them, because that's quite important. And you also want to use that information to monitor how many people drop off along the way. Another key metric to measure is what module had the highest watch time. What module had the fastest? What module was so interesting that people, once they start, they always finish? That is going to be like your silver bullet. That is the module you need to rave about online. That is something you need to find different content formats to talk about, because people found it so interesting that they didn't pause to go do something and come back to it later. They just watched it all through. You need to find that. I call it the star module, and you need to find it for your online course as well. And the last key metric I really want you to track is the module that drove a lot of questions. Which module made people ask so much questions? If you have a community, when there was a time for Q&As, what module was that people kept asking questions about? Now, this module will tell you two things. It would either tell you if there are gaps that you need to fill in your teaching, or if it's an avenue for you to create more content, because a lot of people are not talking about it enough online. So you want to pay attention to these key metrics. So that's point number 2, track key metrics. Track the completion rates. So the same drive and excellence you used to get people to register for your online course, you want to maintain it or even exceed it to see them through and deboard them. So don't be that person who gets people into their online programs and just starts to behave anyhow, gives excuses of why sessions will not hold when they're supposed to, just feel like I've taken your money so you can do nothing about it. No, don't be nasty. That is being absolutely nasty. It is not right, and many people will not come back, neither will they give you good testimonials. So you want to really give your attention to offboarding, deboarding, whichever one you want to use, but ensuring that a large percentage, if possible, every single person who joined also finishes within a particular time frame. So if you're saying, oh, this is a 3 weeks course where you XYZ talk about your solution, you want to give like a week or 2 for the slow learners, but at the end of that second week, you must ensure that at least 80% of the people who came on board have finished the online course. Some people are slow learners, they take their time, but 2 weeks extra after a course finishes is enough time for people to catch up. And of course, they have access to go back over and over for some key things. That is another thing you want to do for them. But please track your completion rate. It is very important. Number 4, create a feedback form. Guys, a feedback form has literally changed my business. It's not compulsory, but I do it and I've seen great results from doing it. What am I asking for in the feedback? I'm first of all thanking them for coming on my online course. Yes, I really appreciate them. And I now go ahead to ask them for their genuine feedback on the course structure, the impact of the program, what changed when they were coming, what problems did they have, how have these problems been solved now that they've gone through the online course, and what recommendations would they make for the course going forward. People are going to tell you the truth, and there is no person in a better position to tell you the truth about your online course than someone who paid to go through the online course. And with the things they tell you, you can now go back and sit down and make some changes, some adjustments, so that with every new person or maybe every new cohort that comes on board, they get a better experience. And you build a course that people fall in love with, that people just keep coming to because it is just good. And they feel like, oh, we're part of this and she has built it to what we wanted. People want to be part of things, so be sure that you give them that feeling that, oh, we're building with you. Yes, it's your course, but guess what? Once they become ambassadors, it is easy to get testimonials and to generate more leads, because they're going to talk to their network about it. They're going to talk about it on social media. They're going to invite you to programs that you didn't know existed. What other life is better than this one? So these are a few strategies that you can use right now to improve your online course. And you can see that the data around this was very simple. Ensure that you've clicked the subscribe button under this video. And if you're trying to launch an online course right now, you can book a session with me and you can come with your team to the session with the link below. Let us look at what you're trying to launch and the best way to get it to the market profitably. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.